You're indecent. Your top is up. I am totally covering up his face, but oh my gosh. No, I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan and I'm the maker behind LA Crochet. And if you're a returning crochet friend, then hey, welcome back. Hey guys, editing Morgan here. I must have been super excited to film this intro because I forgot to mention that this video is my very first market prep vlog. Anyway, let's get back to the regular footage. I'm gonna be restocking my plushies with you guys, taking you guys through how I prepare for my markets, and I'll even be showing you a few custom orders that I received this week and a very special pattern test that I had the opportunity to do. But first, if you'd like to support my channel, be sure to like this video, subscribe, and you can check out my Instagram and my Etsy linked in the description. But alrighty friends, let's get started. Okay, today is June 25th and it's time to market prep. My next market is this weekend. It's Saturday, June 29th, so I really need to get started. So on the list of things that I need to make for this Saturday, I have 1 purple axolotl, 3 bees, 1 bee keychain, 1 of my blueberries, 1 mini chicken, 5 dinos, 4 jumbo mushy boys, 2 octos, 1 strawberry turtle, and 2 cheeky turtles in the mint green color. So I have already gotten started with market prep. Over the weekend, my husband and I went away and the place that we were staying at had this pool, so of course I crocheted by the pool. It was very relaxing. I made 1 purple axolotl, so all the axolotls are done. I also made 3 bees. The next thing I made, which is really random, but I made the shell for a cheeky turtle, but I just still have to make the actual cheeky turtle. And then I made 4.5 dinos. These guys, of course, still need the tails, legs, and spikes. And yesterday, because I was filming the tutorial for my no-sew bee keychain, I also made 3 of my bee keychains, so I'm all good on those as well. Now we have a real completed list here of things that I still need to make for my market. Because we are only 4 days away from the market, I'm going to go in order based on priority. And because I sold out of my dinos last week, they're definitely at the top of my list. So I just need to finish making the rest of the body for my pink dino, and then I'm gonna get started with all of my tails and legs. So alrighty, let's get market prepping. I don't know if it was noticeable in the footage that you guys just watched, but my left eye was really bothering me. I felt like it was really squinty. So I took out my contacts and I put in my glasses. But anyway, so I finished making the pink dino body. So now I have, let me see if I can get all of them into frame. Wow, this is actually pretty difficult. Okay, yeah. I guess this works. Here are all of my dino bodies. Right now, they just kind of look like little dino blobs. So I'm going to make all of the tails and legs, and then we'll sew them on together. Okay, all of the legs and the tails are done. This just looks really funny like this, but anyway, we're going to now sew all of these parts on. Alrighty, you guys, the dinos are done. I went ahead and made their spikes and sewed them on off camera. Aren't they all so cute? I love making the body in like the lighter yarn color and then the spikes in the darker color. And this time I decided to give them all the white belly spots. So I'm super happy that I got done all the dinos today, so I can cross them off my list now. So today is June 25th 26th. It's Wednesday, so we are 3 days away from the market this weekend. I did finish my 2 cheeky turtles that I had to make, so those are done and I can cross them off of my list. I also made one of my octos. So yesterday I told you guys that I had to make 2. I think I said I had to make one in the blue color and then in the dark green, but I goofed. I already made one in the dark green, so really I only had to make the one blue one. Someone purchased this blue octo off of my Etsy, so I had to restock it for my market this weekend. So I'm gonna start with my jumbo mushy boys. I want to make them in, hold on, I feel like there's a better way that I can hold these skeins. They're just really large. Okay, I really want to make 4 jumbo mushy boys in these 4 different colors. I think it would look so cute, so I'm gonna get started on those. Whenever I do crochet with larger yarn like this, it does wear my hands out a little bit faster. I think it's just because you really have to move a lot more when you're working with yarn that's this large, so I might stop and come back to these tomorrow to finish them. I don't know. We will see. Okay, you guys, I just finished all 4 of my jumbo mushy boy tops. I also embroidered the white spots onto each of them. And like I said, crocheting with larger yarn like this really wears my hands out, so I think it's time I take a break. Yesterday, I received a message on Instagram asking if I could make a custom pony for someone's daughter. And she wants that pony to mimic her daughter's real life pony. I already have this skein here. This is the shade Terracotta and this is Chenille Home Slim. So I'm going to use this as like the main portion for the body. And then I have to run to Michael's and get darker brown yarn and then like a thicker black yarn for the reins and the saddle. Honestly, I just love any excuse that I get to go yarn shopping and go to Michael's. So I think that this will be the perfect break and I'll take you guys with me. Okay guys, I just got to Michael's. So I'm gonna try to stick to just buying the 2 shades that I need. So the darker brown and then the black for the saddle and the reins. But we'll see how it goes. You guys know how it is. Okay, you guys, yarn acquired. I got some black yarn for the saddle and the reins, and then I also got some darker brown for the mane and the hooves. And surprise, surprise, I got like 4 or 5 other skeins of yarn that I wasn't initially planning on getting, but I'm really happy that I did, and I'm gonna show them to you guys when I get home and tell you what I'm planning on making with them. Okay, we are back from Michael's, so I wanted to show you guys the 2 skeins that I got for the custom pony order. So the first one I want to show you is this dark brown color. This is in the color Java and this is Chenille Home Slim. So I think between these 2 colors, the Java and the Terracotta, those will go really well together. And then I also got black in Chenille Home. So they didn't have a black color with Chenille Home Slim. So I ended up getting this one, and I figured because it's just for the saddle and the reins and it just like sits on top of the plushie, the size difference will be fine. I love doing custom orders. I think it's so much fun to receive a picture from somebody and then make whatever like beloved animal they have into plushie form. Okay, but you guys know that that's not all of the yarn that I bought when I was at Michael's. So I got 4 additional skeins. One item that I really want to make for this market that I only made one of before was a loaf Loaf Cat. I mentioned in my last video, the only thing that I've ever made using burlap blanket was my jumbo strawberry pillow, and that I really wanted to get more into making items using that type of yarn. So I loaded up on burlap blanket. I had to do it. The first color that I got is this kind of off-white color. Let me see if I can find it. Vintage white. Ooh, fancy. So I'm probably going to make some cats using like a mixture of like the black yarn and the gray yarn. So there'll be like more spotted cats. So I definitely wanted to get this as like a base color. I also got this black skein. It's in the color Coal, burlap blanket. Super excited. And then I got this one. This is the shade Dark Gray. There's lots of cats that have like this dark gray coloring, so I really wanted to get this shade as well. And then I wanted to get a fun color, so I got, what is this? Red Rust. I think that this color is so pretty. This is actually really close to what I had for my wedding colors, so I just instantly gravitated to this color. I know Loaf Cats have been like really popular for a minute now, and I'm kind of jumping on the bandwagon late, but here we are. Okay, and you guys, so look at my yarn wall here. Can't you see that it's just running a little low? Okay, so I know it doesn't exactly look like I'm running out of yarn, but I swear I do need more yarn in certain colors. So over the weekend, I received a marketing email from Premier saying that all of their Parfait Chunky was 20% off. So you know that I had to order some yarn. And I know that I'm just gonna buy the yarn in the future. So really, I'm actually saving money if you think about it. So when I got home from Michael's, I found on my doorstep my shipment from Premier. So I came back from buying yarn to another shipment of more yarn. So this is basically the best day ever. I love these big boxes that you always get with your shipments. Well, I guess it's because I bought a lot of yarn, so I get a big box. But okay, I'm so excited that this yarn came, and it's perfect timing because I'm market prepping. So I got 2 more skeins in the minty green color. I use this for my cheeky turtles. I make octos in this color, and I just think it's a really beautiful shade. So I guess I have 2 more skeins of it. So now I have 4 skeins, so that's a pretty good amount. I probably won't need to buy more of this for a while. Okay, next I got another skein of orange. I really have been using this mostly for my oranges from my fruit basket bundle pattern, so I really wanted to get another one of these just to be on the safe side. All right, and this is what I really needed. So I definitely needed more yellow yarn. I think, yeah, this was all of the yellow yarn that I had left, so I was cutting it kind of close. I definitely needed more yellow, so I'm glad that that came. Ooh, I also got more. This is shade Very Berry. I really like this. I usually only get like 1 skein of it every now and then because I don't use it too often. I use it for like the accent colors on certain things, like for my pink axolotls and my pink dinos, but I was kind of running low on it, so I wanted to get another one of these. Same thing with the dark purple. This is Eggplant. I use this for accent colors for my dinos and my axolotls. Next, 2 skeins of lavender. You can never go wrong with this. I love this shade. I make a lot of things in purple, so I just wanted to get more of those while it was on sale. Okay, this is the first time I've ever gotten this shade. This is the shade Peacock. I don't have a shade of blue that really mimics this that much, so I wanted to get it and try it. I also got another shade of Emerald. I got 2 skeins of, I believe this is, yeah, navy. So this is the yarn that I use to make my blueberries, and I've really been going through this a lot because people have been loving my blueberry pattern. So I wanted to get 2 more skeins of that. Let me see what else. What other goodies I have in here. Okay, yeah, I got black too because I've kind of been running low on this as well. Oh, of course, I got 2 more skeins in, I think this is key lime. I use this shade a ton. Okay, now for the last shade. So preface, I've never had gray yarn before, which is kind of random, and I realized, oh, I really want to make like those cute possums that people make a lot of for their markets, but then I was looking at my yarn wall and I realized I didn't have any gray yarn, so I got 3 skeins. This is the shade Seal. So if I have time, I would like to make a few possums for this weekend. Okay, I swear that's all of the yarn that I got for today. I promise I don't have any other yarn like hiding somewhere. I feel like my husband's gonna come home and he's gonna see all of this new yarn and he's just gonna be like, what are we doing? But you guys know how it is. You need each particular shade. But yeah, that yarn haul was a nice little break. So now I'm gonna get back to market prepping. I went ahead and finished restocking my mini chickens. The mini chicken flock is complete. And then I also finished market prepping my blueberries. These guys are so cute. This is my own pattern. I just released it a few weeks ago at the point that this video is coming out. It's part of a 5-in-1 fruit basket pattern bundle, so if you guys want to check it out, I'll link it for you below. But we have a total of 8 blueberries now, so I can cross these guys off my list too. Hey guys, so we are 2 days away from the market. Today is June 27th and I wanted to come on and show you guys what I made last night. First, I wanted to show you guys my reorganized yarn shelf. I moved some things around, so now the top 2 shelves are Parfait Chunky, and as you can see, it's much more filled out now with all of the different shades. But anyways, last night I finished the 4 Jumbo Mushy Boys. So I made this pink one, and then I made one in the blue shade, and then I made one in purple, and then finally, last but not least, one in this beautiful like aquamarine, like teal green color. I really love this color. Okay, family portrait time. If I can get them all up. Oh, you're indecent. Your top is up. Guys, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this, but we will certainly try. Okay, one more. I feel like I'm just gonna be covering up their faces. I am totally covering up his face, but oh my gosh. No, I don't know if that's gonna work. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Okay, you guys, I finally got them. I think that this is probably the best we're gonna do, but here are all of my Jumbo Mushy Boys. I call them Jumbo Mushy Boys for a reason because as you can see, I can barely hold all 4 of them. My hands are very strained right now, but I had to get a little family portrait of all 4 of them. So I'm super excited to have these guys at the market. They were a huge hit at my last 2 markets, so hopefully they have similar success this weekend. Okay, and with that, the only thing left on my restock list is one strawberry turtle. But because I do have this one, I wanted to prioritize the Loaf Cats because I don't have any of those. And I really want to add Loaf Cats to my inventory because I feel like a lot of people have cats or love cats, so they'll probably be a pretty good seller. So I really want to make some of those today. But first, I have a very, very special pattern test to show you guys. If you looked really closely at like the background footage from earlier in the video, you might have been able to see it, but it's the Stegosaurus pattern by Croutons Crochet. He's got his little graham crackers up here and down here, and then he's got his little chocolate right there. He just looks so much like a s'more to me. This pattern was so fun to make, and he got my hair. And I was super honored to be chosen because Croutons Crochet is such an icon in the crochet world. But the more that I look at him, the more that I think he just looks like food, and he actually looks like a s'more. I'm actually not going to bring him to the market on Saturday because I want to keep him for myself. This was just a really special pattern test for me. I was so honored to be chosen for this, so I really wanted to keep him as a keepsake. But the pattern is officially live now as of today, and it's actually a bundle, so it includes the Stegosmorus, and then it also includes the Brontosmorus. So you guys should definitely go check out this brand new pattern, and I'll link it below for you guys. With the Stegosmorus watching over us, let us market prep some Loaf Cats. I'm going to use this pattern for the Loaf Cats. It's by Annie Caraway Art, and I'm going to try to make a bunch in different colored variations using the Bernat blanket yarn that I got from Michael's yesterday. So it's later the same day. I put my Jumbo Mushy boys on the shelf up here. I think they look very cute. And I just finished my first Loaf Cat. Look at him. I think he looks so cute. So in the pattern, she recommended if you're using like a darker yarn for the spots, adding the little white detailing around so it makes the eye pop on the other side. And when I did that, it just made him look all the more cuter. I absolutely love the shape of everything. He just looks so round and cute. He also looks very loafish, so the name Loaf Cat is definitely very accurate. And yeah, I think I would like to make at least 2 more. I would like to make another one with this kind of like red rust color for the accents. I think I would probably like to make another solid one in the gray color. So yeah, I'm gonna get started on those now, but I'm super happy with how he turned out. I also am realizing that I love crocheting with Bernat blankets, so I'm probably gonna have to do more projects in the future using this yarn. Hey guys, so today is June 28th. We are officially 1 day away from the market, and I wanted to come on and show you guys the Loaf Cats that I finished last night. So I showed you guys this one yesterday. I cannot get over this pattern. I'm literally obsessed with how they turn out, the shape and everything, even the size of the tail. It's just so cute and loafish. Okay, and I want to show you the next 2 together because I kind of think of them as twins. Here they are. I used the red and the white skein that I showed you guys yesterday, and they're basically like the inverse of each other. And then last but not least, you guys, so this is the only solid color cat that I made, and I just want to show you his face. Look at him. Isn't he just the most precious thing you've ever seen? I mean, come on, I cannot get over his face. I think it's because the white detailing underneath the eyes and like maybe the contrast with the dark gray yarn, but he looks so adorable. He reminds me of 2 things. So he reminds me of the little pouty face that Puss in Boots from Shrek makes. And then he also reminds me of the sad hamster meme. If he just had a little pink bow on the top of his head, I feel like he would look so similar to the sad hamster meme. Anyway, you know we've got to do a family portrait. Yay! Here they all are. Still looks a little awkward, but you get the picture. This is actually a little bit easier than when I did it with the Mushy boys. I think because in this pattern, they kind of stack on each other, which is really nice. But anyway, so with that, I think that's pretty much everything that I absolutely wanted to make and restock for this market. So now I'm gonna take you guys through what the day before a market looks like. So I usually bring my tables inside and do kind of like a mock setup. And then I make sure that I have all of my supplies. I make sure that my inventory list is complete, and I make sure that everything is individually tagged and ready to go. So I'm gonna go get started with setting up my mock setup. Hey guys, welcome to my living room. So as you can see, I kind of have half of my display stuff set up already. So I'm gonna finish setting up the rest of it and then I'll kind of give you guys a close up and then it'll be time to put my plushies on the table. Okay, you guys, here is my mock setup with just my display stuff. So I have two of these open crates. There's another one down there. I got them from Michael's and I can link them for you guys in the description. I also have these two closed crates here. Those are also from Michael's. I really wanted to get these as well because I wanted to put larger plushies like my dragons on the top to display them. So that's why I kind of got a mixture of different crates. We also have my tiered displays here. These are also from Michael's. I'll link everything for you guys below in case you'd like to check it out. And then I have my tree rounds here. So if you guys have watched my previous market day videos, you know that my brother made these for my wedding and we used them as our centerpiece. A tree went down in his backyard and he cut it up for us. So it was super nice and now I repurposed it for my market display. And then my price signs are also repurposed from my wedding. These were our table numbers. This is just a piece of plexiglass that I think I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I just used my printer to print out the price labels. And then my brother also made these cute little table rounds. If it's windy tomorrow, I won't even bother putting these up. I'll just lay my price signs down flat because any little wind just will kind of push them right over. So they really work well for indoor markets, but sometimes at outdoor markets, it can be a little much for them. So we have my sign over here as well. This is also repurposed from my wedding. I believe I got it from Hobby Lobby, just so people can see my Instagram handle and my different payment methods. I also have my cute little fruit basket. Looks a little disheveled right now, but my keychain display that I got from Amazon, and then my little pickle jar that right now has my fruit keychains in it. Tablecloths are also from Amazon, and this one is an 8-foot table and this one is a 6-foot table, and these two tables fit perfectly inside my 10 by 10 tent. And yeah, I think that's about it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started with putting my plushies out. Stegosaurus just chilling over there knowing that he's not going to the market tomorrow. Okay, so this is the full mock setup for tomorrow. I'm gonna give you guys the full panoramic view before I go into a little more detail. Oh my gosh, don't mind that totally dead plant in the background. Rest in peace. That was our basil plant that died, unfortunately. But anyway, this is our setup for tomorrow. So we have our 3 dragons. We have our chickens in 3 different colors. So I have my jumbo chickens back here. Oh my gosh, they're all falling over. There we go. I have my jumbo chickens back here, medium size, and then the little guys right here. Then we have our mushy boys, and I like to put all the red ones down here, and then the colorful ones on the top tier. And then of course we have our octos back here. I love the way that they look. I love putting things in Roy G. Biv order. I think it just looks so satisfying to the eye. So I particularly love this section right here because the mushy boys are in that order and then the octos are also in that order. And then we have our bees, and you guys, I really don't know what was going on in my head. I normally only bring 5 bees, but for some reason this time I made 2 extra. I don't really know how it happened, but this time we have 7 bees. So, and then we have our guys over here. They're kind of like one-offs, like Bailey the bee, our 2 froggies, and then our heart over there. We have our axolotl tree round. And then I also love this part with the dinos and the turtles in the back. So we have our 5 dinos, also in Roy G. Biv order. And then we have our 1 strawberry turtle, 2 sunflower turtles, and then I did make 1 regular turtle. So we have this part. I love the way that this dragon looks on top of my crate. I think it just looks so pretty. I decided to put my new Loaf Cats in this box here. I think they look so adorable, and the fact that they stack like that is really great. I think I need to make 1 more to fill in that gap because the gap is really bothering me. So I'll try to get that done before tomorrow. Then we have our $5 fruit display. You guys know that this is my own pattern. It's a 5-in-1 pattern bundle. I love putting the blueberries and the oranges in the fruit basket and then laying all the keychains out on the table. I love also using these gold keychains. I think it just makes the keychains look super classy, and I can link them below for you guys. I got them off of Amazon if you'd like to check them out. And this pattern bundle is also on my Etsy if you want to check that out. And then coming over here, we have our keychain display. We have our popping mushrooms, our no so bee keychains, and then we also have the only acrylic thing on my table, which is the strawberries down here. Then of course we have our cheeky turtles, our froggies, and I just love the way that these froggies look on this table round. It just looks like squad goals right here. And then back here, so I decided that this is how I wanted to do this crate. I kind of went back and forth between like putting the Mushy boys in here or putting them on top, but I decided that if I put them on top, they might blow over from the wind. So I decided to put them in the crate and then put my strawberry on top. And then of course we have our cute little donkey. And then finally we have our pickle jar. So yeah, I feel like this is a really good representation of the kind of classics that I like to bring with me to my markets. I like to have a pretty wide range. So we have a ton of $5 fruits here, some keychains, and then we also have more expensive items like my dragons and my turtles. So there's a pretty wide variety of options and prices for people just to kind of ensure that everyone gets what they want. Okay, you guys, so I just finished doing my inventory sheet. I'll pop a picture of the final inventory list for you guys in case you'd kind of like to use this method for your market. So in total, I am bringing with me $2,393 worth of inventory to this market, which is the most amount of inventory I've ever brought with me. So today is June 18th and I'm coming on because I have a super special order to show you guys. So someone who follows me on Instagram saw the little chicky and egg I made that I had at my first few markets before it sold. And she sent me a message on Instagram asking if I could make her another chicky and egg, but just in a larger size. Oh my gosh, he's just so adorable. I love how his face turned out with the little blush and his little beak. The other cute thing about this pattern is that he has these little like feather tufts on the top of his head, and he has little tail feathers. I also love how he has his own little egg that he kind of sits in. I seriously cannot get over how well he turned out. I love him so much. Hi you guys. So today is June 24th and today I've been hard at work filming my very first tutorial for you guys. So the tutorial is for my No Sew Bee keychain that you guys have probably seen on my other market recap videos. And by the time this video is coming out, the tutorial is already posted. So if you're interested in checking that out, it's on my channel. Anyway, I'm coming on today because I have to ship out one of my orders today, and I really wanted to tell you guys the story behind this one. So the plushie going home today is my pink dino. And you might be wondering why he has these angry eyebrows. Well, if you watched my last market recap video, you know that I normally bring these 5 dinos with me to each of my markets. And at my last market, all of the other dinos sold except this guy. So I made a reel about it. It's on my Instagram if you guys want to check it out. But basically the premise is that the pink dino is acting like he's not upset that he wasn't the only dino chosen at the market, but in reality, of course, he's very upset. He was so upset that I'm pretty sure all of the other plushies were about to start a campaign for him. So I posted this reel on my Instagram, and the same day someone commented and was like, oh my gosh, I want him. So they went onto my Etsy and adopted him, but the kicker was that she wanted me to leave the angry eyebrows on him. Originally, I just put the angry eyebrows on him just for the reel, and then I was going to remove them afterwards, but she specifically wanted me to keep the angry eyebrows, so we've got ourselves an angry pink dino. I'm so happy that at the end of the day, he found his home too, and even though his face doesn't reflect it, I know he's very happy as well. Okay, you guys, so this concludes my very first market prep video. In next week's video, I'm going to be doing my market recap for tomorrow's market, so make sure you guys stay tuned for that. I'll be telling you guys all about the things that sold, my experience at the market, things that I learned, and hopefully giving you guys some tips and tricks that you can use for your markets. I hope that you guys liked this video and you found it fun. And as always, if you guys have any questions that I didn't answer in this video, feel free to leave me a comment below. And with that, we hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you in next week's video. Bye!